Number 1. Lexus RX 350. Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's talk about one of the most important luxury SUVs coming up, the 2026 Lexus RX 350. If you've been paying attention to the RX lineup over the years, you already know this is Lexus's bread and butter model, and for 2026, it looks like they're refining what already works rather than reinventing the wheel. The RX 350 is all about comfort, style, and everyday usability, and this new version leans even harder into that smooth, premium experience people love. Before we get into all the details, real quick, if you enjoy staying up to date on new cars, luxury SUVs, and honest enthusiast-style breakdowns, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It seriously helps support the channel and keeps you locked in for more upcoming car news like this. Now, design-wise, the 2026 RX 350 keeps that sleek, confident Lexus look, but it's a bit sharper and more modern. The body lines are cleaner, the stance feels wider, and the front end looks more aggressive without being over the top. It's still instantly recognizable as an RX, but it definitely feels more grown-up and premium compared to older generations. Under the hood, the RX 350 continues focusing on efficiency and smooth power delivery. Lexus is leaning heavily into hybrid technology, and that's great news if you want better fuel economy without giving up performance. The hybrid setup is expected to deliver quiet, effortless acceleration, perfect for daily driving, road trips, and city cruising. It's not about raw speed, it's about refinement and balance. Now, let's be real. This isn't a hardcore off-roader, but Lexus has made sure the RX can handle more than just smooth pavement. With available all-wheel drive, multiple drive modes, and improved traction systems, it's confident in rain, snow, light trails, and rough roads. It's the kind of SUV that gives you peace of mind without feeling bulky or truck-like. Step inside, and this is where the RX 350 really shines. The interior feels calm, upscale, and thoughtfully designed. Expect larger digital displays, improved infotainment, better voice controls, and high-quality materials everywhere you look. Compared to older RX models, the cabin feels more modern, more intuitive, and way more connected. Pricing hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but the RX 350 is expected to stay competitive within the luxury mid-size SUV segment. It'll cost more than mainstream SUVs, sure, but you're paying for Lexus reliability, comfort, and long-term value. And that's why the RX has always sold so well. Compared to past models, the 2026 RX 350 feels like the most polished version yet. It's quieter, smarter, more efficient, and more luxurious, without losing what made the RX so popular in the first place. So what do you think? Does the 2026 Lexus RX 350 still sit at the top of your luxury SUV list? Drop your thoughts below. Number 2. Mercedes-Benz GLC Class. Mercedes-Benz just dropped the newest version of one of the most popular luxury SUVs on the planet, the 2026 GLC Class, and honestly, it's shaping up to be one of the most exciting refreshes in recent memory. The GLC has always struck that sweet spot between sleek city cruiser and confident weekend adventurer, and this next-gen version looks like it's ready to raise the bar even higher. Right out of the gate, the design feels unmistakably Mercedes, elegant, athletic, and modern, but with a sharper, more aggressive edge than before. The front end has that bold grille and new lighting signature that gives it a strong presence on the road without feeling loud or overdone. The silhouette is smoother, the lines are cleaner, and overall it just looks more poised and premium. The GLC has always been one you can picture in front of a downtown coffee shop or heading out on a winding back road, and the 2026 version just does both a little better. Under the hood, Mercedes isn't just giving us the same old powertrains. They're pushing deeper into hybrid territory, pairing turbocharged engines with electric assist to deliver power that's both energetic and efficient. What that means for you is an SUV that feels responsive when you want it to, and relaxed when you don't. Perfect for daily driving and long trips alike. And yes, there's enough grunt to make merging and passing feel confident, without the kind of thirst you'd expect from an older, purely gas-powered setup. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't a hardcore off-roader by any stretch, but Mercedes has definitely made sure the GLC is ready for more than just smooth pavement. With available all-wheel drive and clever traction systems, it handles gravel roads, slippery conditions, and light trails with poise rather than panic. It's the kind of SUV that doesn't flinch when the weather changes or the road gets a bit rough. Slide inside and the updates continue. The interior feels like a little slice of the future without losing that warm, luxurious vibe Mercedes is known for. Bigger digital displays, updated infotainment, and premium finishes everywhere make this cabin feel like a place you actually want to spend time. And whether you're in the driver's seat or the back, there's a sense of space and comfort that just wasn't quite as refined in past models. Of course, pricing for the 2026 GLC hasn't been fully revealed yet, but expect it to sit comfortably in that sweet spot of the luxury SUV market, a bit higher than mainstream alternatives, but offering undeniable value when you factor in design, tech, comfort, and overall brand prestige. Compared to earlier GLC models, this feels like a much more complete package, smoother, smarter, and more polished in just about every way. So what do you think? Is this the GLC you've been waiting for? Drop a comment with your thoughts. Number 3. BMW Z4 Roadster. Imagine sliding down an open road with the top down, the horizon wide in front of you, and that classic BMW growl just in the background. That's exactly the feeling the 2026 BMW Z4 Roadster Final Edition wants to leave you with. This isn't just another model year update, it's a celebration, a last hurrah, and arguably one of the most special versions of this iconic two-seat convertible in its entire history. Now before we go any further, if you dig cars like this, pure, open-air roadsters with style and personality, go ahead and smash that like button and hit subscribe. That way you won't miss any future car content, especially rare moments like this when a legend takes its final bow. The 2026 Z4 looks undeniably sharp. BMW's designers have given this final edition an eye-catching presence with exclusive touches like frozen matte black paint and contrasting high-gloss shadowline trim that give the grille, mirrors, and exhaust tips a stealthy, aggressive look. There's also those red M Sport brake calipers and special touches that make it feel just a bit more dramatic than past versions. Slide into the cabin and it feels equally special. Plush Vernasca leather and Alcantara upholstery, with striking red contrast stitching, wrap the seats, dashboard, and even the steering wheel. You feel instantly connected to the car, and the combination of luxury materials with that sporty feel really puts you in the moment whenever you fire it up. Under the bonnet, the Z4 stays true to its roots. It's still a driver's car built for thrills more than eco-efficiency. The familiar turbocharged engines, including the punchy 3.0-litre straight-six in the M40i, deliver that classic BMW balance of responsive power and smooth cruising ability. And for purists, this final edition even offers a 6-speed manual option, which is increasingly rare these days and makes winding back roads even more fun. Now, this isn't an SUV or an off-roader. There's no four-wheel drive to tackle gravel roads or deep ruts. What the Z4 does best is pure, unfiltered, open-top driving, and this final edition leans into that with confidence. It's meant to be felt through your hands on the wheel, the wind on your face, and that engine note as you accelerate. When you think about pricing, BMW has set this final edition up as something special, rather than just a typical new model year. In the US, it's expected to land in the high $70 range, regardless of whether you pick the manual or automatic, which makes it a pretty attractive package for what it represents, a farewell to a beloved roadster. And compared to earlier Z4s, this feels like a full-circle moment. All the style, performance, and driver engagement that made the Z4 a fan favorite, now wrapped in a unique edition that marks the end of the line. There's talk that BMW won't replace it immediately, which makes this final edition even more poignant for enthusiasts. Number 4. Mitsubishi Jeep J70. Imagine this. You're watching your favorite off-road review channel, and Mitsubishi drops the surprise of the year. The 2026 Mitsubishi Jeep J70 is coming back, and it looks like a rugged legend reborn for a whole new generation of adventurers. This thing isn't just a fresh SUV. It's a modern take on a classic boxy 4x4 that people have been buzzing about all over car communities. From the first glance, the The J70 has that unmistakable retro-inspired, boxy design we love. Squared fenders, straight roofline, big wheel arches. But Mitsubishi has clearly added some modern touches too, like LED lighting and rugged cladding that says ready for adventure without saying a word. It's compact enough to handle tight trails and city streets, but bold enough to look completely at home on a dusty back road. Inside, the vibe is all about durability with a sprinkle of today's tech. You're not stepping into a luxury lounge. You're stepping into a cabin built for real use, where controls feel intuitive and the materials are chosen to handle the kind of wear and tear that comes with real off-road life. The infotainment screen is nicely integrated with smartphone connectivity, and the seating is comfortable with options that can handle dirt, sweat and gear after a long day out. Now for the heart of the machine. While exact powertrain details are still shaping up, the J70 is rumored to stick with tried-and-true engines that give plenty of low-end torque, ideal when you're crawling over rocks or powering up steep trails. Some variants might offer diesel or petrol options, with traditional 4x4 systems and low-range gearing that serious off-road fans love. That means you're not just going to look good parked at a trailhead, you're going to get there in confidence. And speaking of capability, this thing isn't a soft roader pretending to be tough. High ground clearance, a robust 4WD setup, and a chassis designed to handle rough terrain all point to a vehicle that's ready to explore proper trails. It's the kind of SUV that feels just as comfortable heading deep into the hills as it does navigating city traffic, a good mix of weekend warrior and everyday driver. Compared to past Mitsubishi 4x4 models, and especially the classic J70s that hardcore fans remember, this new version blends old-school toughness with updated features that make it more usable for today's drivers. It's not just nostalgia, it's a functional evolution that respects its heritage while bringing it into the present. Of course, pricing is one of the big questions everyone's watching, and while final numbers haven't been confirmed yet, the expectation is that Mitsubishi will position the J70 competitively against other rugged compact SUVs, especially for people who want real off-road capability without spending luxury SUV money. So what do you think? Is the 2026 Mitsubishi Jeep J70 the comeback off-roader fans have been waiting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Number 5. Honda Crossroad. We're diving into one of the most talked about upcoming Honda SUVs, the 2026 Honda Crossroad. This is a model that's been buzzing in car circles as Honda's fresh take on a compact SUV with a bold new identity, mixing rugged styling with everyday usability in a way that feels really exciting for 2026. Right off the bat, if you're hyped about new SUVs, cool design evolutions, and what's next from Honda, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got tons of upcoming car news and reviews coming your way. Now, let's talk about how the Crossroad looks. From what we've seen so far, Honda has given the 2026 Crossroad a really confident presence on the road. It's got a boxy yet modern silhouette that feels purposeful, with strong lines and a stance that hints at both urban agility and light adventure readiness. Think of it as a crossover that isn't afraid of tread marks or weekend plans outside the city. Under the hood, while Honda hasn't shared every exact detail yet, the expectation among enthusiasts is that the Crossroad will offer efficient engine choices with strong performance, likely including hybrid options that fit perfectly with today's push toward better fuel economy and smoother everyday driving. If Honda leans into its electrification strategy, this could make the Crossroad feel peppy in traffic and relaxed on long journeys, the kind of balance that makes SUVs versatile and fun. Now, this isn't an off-road beast like a rugged truck, but I wouldn't count out some light off-road capability or available all-wheel drive. Modern SUVs are getting better every year at offering confidence on gravel roads or snowy lanes without sacrificing comfort. That's part of what makes this new Crossroad feel like a great blend of practical and adventurous for everyday life. Stepping inside, Honda's recent SUV updates give us a clue. Expect an interior that feels clean, modern, and comfortable, with tech that makes daily driving easier. With digital displays, smartphone connectivity, and refreshed materials, this cabin feels ready for both weekly routines and weekend getaways. No matter if you're headed to work or out on a road trip, it should feel welcoming. People are already comparing the 2026 Crossroad to past Honda models and competitors in the compact SUV arena. And honestly, it feels like Honda is aiming for something that's both a worthy evolution and something fresh. The Crossroad bridges that gap. A bit more adventurous styling than a typical city SUV, but still friendly for everyday use and likely priced in a way that feels competitive in the segment. And that pricing piece is important. While we're still waiting on final figures, most of the talk online and in early reviews suggests Honda will aim to keep the Crossroad accessible, especially compared to larger or more premium SUVs, which could make this a really smart choice for drivers looking for more features without breaking the bank. So tell me, are you feeling the 2026 Honda Crossroad vibe? Drop a comment below with your thoughts on the design.